G'day folks, welcome back. Today we've got a really exciting video. I'm doing a bit of another challenge on the milk bottles, but today we're just doing a myth test. Pump action shotgun in 12 gauge, legally registered under C class under my license. 3 different distances, two different shots. What we've got in this here, a 7.5 grain birdshot, or 7.5 shot birdshot, and Ely AAA. This has about 400 projectiles of tiny little lead bullets. This has 40 projectiles in the same weight. So these are basically 10 times larger than these. And I've got six bottles of water, one for each of the 7.5s for at the 3 distances, and one for each of these. Basically I'm going to shoot at 10 meters, 25 meters, 50 meters, and show you how tight chokes work at the different ranges. This is basically I think it's a 28-inch barrel with a full choke, and we'll see what the spread is and see if it's actually lethal at these 3 ranges. All right, down to the distances and let's have a look. Here I am, Bentley pump action shotgun, as I said before, C-class rifle. I'm licensed to have a C-class rifle, so YouTube and the police and everybody, just have a look at my details and you'll see. 1 round of 7.5 goes in the bottom. Cycle the rifle, shotgun. There is a target up there that I'm filming, so you'll see this as it happens. And remember to turn the safety off. Pretty good at 10 meters. Tell me what you think. Shot 2. I'm not going to show each one individually. I might go up at the end of each 10 meters or each range and show you then. So shot 2 is AAA. All right, here we go. I'll come back down to the 10 meter mark with the 2 bottles. So you can see 10 at 7.5, pretty lethal. You definitely wouldn't want to be standing in the front of that. But the AAA, much more power, much larger holes. Both of those at this range, definitely lethal. Onto the 25 meter mark. Set up for the 25 meter. Same shotgun, same 7.5. Let's have a go. Not as impressive. Changed over the barrels down the end, or the bottles. 1 round, AAA. That was better. Back from the 25 meter range. I don't even think this is going to show up on camera, but there's a bunch of tiny holes all over here and a heap of tiny exits there. And there's one projectile just stuck in the back. One tiny little ball. You can see how small that ball is, maybe. Anyway, not very effective. You'd still be smarting, that's for sure, but anyway, that's 25 meters with a AAA. Didn't catch anything at all. We caught a few in the bottom of that one. These, you can show much better holes in that. So that's so folks, that's 25 meters We're going to go back to 50 now, and we'll see how bad both of those work then, or how good both of those work then. 50 metres. Again, one shot of 7.5. Why are we not going? I know. Not even sure I got it. I'll go and swap bottles and have a look. I went up to the range for 50 metres. I did hit it. I don't know if you call that lethal yet. We'll have a look at the other one and see what the AAAs do, hey? Back to the final shot. Here we are back at the 50. One round. AAA, as I said before, it's got 40 22 size projectiles in it, where the 7.5 have about 400 projectiles for the same weight in lead. All right, let's see if I can hit it with 40 instead of 400. Definitely winged it. Let's go and have a look. All right, here we are back at the 50. I showed you the holes. Oh no, I showed you the holes, sorry, in the 7.5. Yeah, having a bit of a wee out the bottom. By the time we got here, there was only little dregs left in this one. So we'll bring it up and show you. A few up the top and one right down the bottom and one here in the middle. And they all exited. Now we know from our rifle testing that exiting a single can is fairly difficult. So, that'll send you home for a couple of Band-Aids. That one's definitely going to send you to hospital. So AAAs are for rabbits, foxes, things close, maybe close range pigs. 7.5 is for nothing but very light skinned birds, etc. So I hope that's dispelled a couple of myths about what happens with a shotgun. And I hope you've learned a little bit today. And I hope, watching this video, if I haven't already got your subscription, I hope I've earned it right now. Anyway, be safe out there. Thanks for watching.